There was a lot of shooting in Chicago over the weekend. It's been reported 66 people were shot and a dozen has died. Now, as we do this commentary, black people throughout the world, I want you to put on your critical thinking hat today. I want you to do that because we're going to throw out a lot of questions at you, and I want you to really think about what we're going to say here. But let's roll the news clip real quick, and then we're going to get into something we really want you to start thinking about.
Parts of Chicago are in a crisis.
What happened this weekend did not happen in every neighborhood in Chicago, but it is unacceptable to happen in any neighborhood of Chicago.
As Lollapalooza raged downtown and the Cubs played on the north side, the most violent weekend of the year terrorized neighborhoods on the city's south and west sides. A dozen people killed, among them a 17-year-old girl shot in the face and a boy the same age on a bike.
They have the same aspirations, same desires that I do for my children that you do.
We can't solve these things without the community.
That takes more than policing.
The police are not going to save us. That the city is not going to save us. The cavalry is not coming. The cavalry is us. We have to save each other.
Tamar Manasseh is a one-woman cavalry. She sits on the corner of 75th and Stewart in Englewood every day, and she has for 4 years.
It's a matter of how do we get people to stop being afraid to come out of their homes and to re-engage with society. Once we take ownership of our blocks again, then it changes everything.
Once the shock of the weekend violence wears off, police hope people will start talking about who's responsible for nearly 70 shootings.
Despite this weekend's surge in violence, shootings for the year are still down from what they were last year. Both Mayor Rahm Emanuel and Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson are continuing their calls for stiffer penalties at a state level for repeat offenders.
So, you had a dozen people killed over a weekend, 66 people shot. We hear a lot over the years that you have a lot of people shot over a weekend. Then we hear during holiday weekends, a bunch of shootings happen in Chicago. I mean, just craziness, right? In a news report, it talked about a 17-year-old girl and boy that were just shot at random. Now, if you grew up in a black community, if you're from the hood like I am, you know, yeah, you got some thugs out there doing their thing. And yes, there's going to be some shootings here and there. But let's call it what it is. The block is never this hot. Never this hot. Come on. Question, just to think about. So you mean to tell me that the thugs just go wild over the weekend only? The thugs only go wild over holidays only? Think about that. So Monday through Friday, they not thugging? What, the thugs going to work? And then when they get off of work on the weekend, they going to shoot up the blocks? That's what they going to do? Or the thugs wait till July 4th weekend or Labor Day weekend or whatever weekend it is, that's when they want to go shoot up the block. So if you're shooting up the block that much only on holidays, why not Monday through Friday? Let's think about that for a minute. If you're shooting up the block that much, how you going to push your weight if you're shooting up people that maybe will buy it from you? How you going to do that? So if most of the shootings are happening on weekends and holidays, it seems like it's not the thugs doing it, right? I will say, and many people from Chicago have said the same thing, these shootings are not happening by the thugs. I will say that the shootings are happening by white supremacists that's on the Chicago Police Department and other white supremacists that's coming into Chicago and shooting on the weekend on their time off. You know, on their days off, hey, let's go kill some black people. On the Labor Day weekend, on the holiday weekends, let's go out and kill black folks. Now, the reason why I believe this, I want you to watch two clips. Now, this clip is going to be white people wearing masks that look just like black men. I want you to watch it. It's very scary, but let's roll these clips.
Somewhat new and something very new. What I'm wearing right now is a Dermal Synthetics Derrick mask, and it fits great, as you can see. I don't have any makeup on under my eyes right now, but I am wearing my contacts and have a nice shiny bald head. The other things that are really new are these. And this is a smaller version of the normal gloves from CFX, and they are able to skin match the color of the mask to the gloves. I've had SPFX gloves before, and while they fit pretty well, they were very poorly made. They ripped a lot, and they really didn't feel as great as these do. As you can see, they really match the color of the mask very well, and they don't really look that big, so you can really get away with it.
Now, the question most of you probably asking, why would they make something like that? You saw how realistic those masks look? You saw the guy had the gloves that look like black hands? So, think about this. The white supremacists go and get these masks and these gloves. They put on hoodies or whatever, get in cars and just roll up on innocent black people and start killing them. And then notice, nobody never know who did the shooting. People from Chicago tell me it's cameras all over the place, and none of these shootings are never solved. You know why they're not solved? Because the white supremacist cops on the Chicago Police Department are involved. That's why. And it's setting it up where these white supremacists come in and kill the black people. And then in the media, it's blamed on Pookie and Ray Ray that's thugging. They're the one that's doing it. Come on. That's just common sense here. Let's think critically, ladies and gentlemen, that come from the black communities. Yes, we know the thugs and what they do, but they don't do this. See, these people come out with movies like The First Purge. They got another show talking about The Purge, a 10-episode event coming on TV. You have to understand, these people, these white supremacists, are the devil that the Bible speaks of. This is who they are. They always want to kill something. Now, I want you to watch another video what the Chicago police are doing in the black communities. Now, this black man caught the Chicago police peeking in the window of a young black girl in the change room at her house. Let's roll that clip.
Hey, call him back. Tell him he in his building. Let him know he was looking through y'all window and shit. Hey, call him back again now. Hey, here they go right here. These same police, these same motherfuckers that's probably around here fucking with these little kids. All up in this building, all up in these people's house looking through their windows. Hey, there you go, right here.
Here I am.
Yeah, you go.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go, right here.
What do you got?
Yeah. You probably one of the motherfuckers around here trying to snatch these little girls in these buildings. It's always you. And him. All they ass. Both of them right here. That motherfucker looking through people's windows. She in the fucking washroom. What type of perverted ass shit these police on? Illinois plate MP 9628. It's the license plate. Hey, about to go report y'all ass right now.
That brother caught him. He had nothing to say. He knew he was dirty. He knew he was wrong. All these black girls is being missing in Chicago. Cats like that are kidnapping them and they going missing. But see, we don't talk about those people in the Chicago Police Department that not only white supremacists, but are sexual predators that get to roam around in the black communities. Okay? This is what needs to get out. See, Pookie and Ray Ray not doing that sort of thing. Why isn't that video shown on the evening news? Now, let me show you another video that came out of Chicago a few weeks ago. This cop is going to sit up here and straight tell a black dude that they killed people. Let's roll that clip.
You say you trying to shoot motherfuckers?
I kill motherfuckers.
Oh, you kill motherfuckers?
Motherfuckers out here today.
And you just tried to hit me with the car?
Don't try to film me, dude, alright? You want to do the bullshit?
I'm just saying.
I'm going to lock you up and walking in the street.
I ain't do nothing.
You're walking in the street.
I'm walking across the street.
Illegally.
I'm walking across the street and I'm recording.
Illegally.
No, it's not.
Bye.
You say you shoot people and kill people?
No.
Oh, yes, you did. It's on camera, bro.
We got your homie on camera saying it already.
Right, he said the shit. He just said that.
You know you on camera with your dumb ass, bro. You dumb as hell, bro. What you point your camera at us?
Don't deal great, nigga. Stop playing me, nigga. Don't deal.
About, bud. Fuck you said, bud. Well, we gonna walk with you.
I'm going to walk with you all day.
Come on.
We gotta
go to the park.
Hey, let's go. Me too. Let's go. Hey, we're going to play at the park.
Hey, y'all see him trying to kick it with us? You see him trying to kick it with us?
Hey, you want to know the good news, though?
What's up?
Illinois is a two-party consent state, and I don't consent to you recording me. So
I'm recording myself. I'm on Snapchat.
Hey, that's cool.
I'm recording myself. You hopped in the camera. You said, what's up?
Walking, bro.
Oh, all right.
Just walking. I'm gonna walk next to you.
I'm just this for my project for college. You tripping?
Oh, what's up, man? You hit my shoe.
Now you just
hit my shoe.
Why you tripping?
You
hit
just
my shoe, bro.
You just hit me.
You hit my shoe.
You don't even know my.
Watch out.
You don't even know my mama
Hell,
boyfriend, a sergeant.
Call him. Call him right now.
Tracy
Call
Claus.
him. Call him.
You just tripping.
Call him. Call him.
You don't even got your name tag.
It's Hunt 11442.
No,
there you go.
Why you?
Watch out. Stop.
I'm just stopped.
You're walking in my way. I'm
No, I'm not.
Go right there. Get it from right there.
Excuse me. I already said it.
Get it though. Get it.
I already said it.
Put it on camera, folks. Put it on camera. On there.
You touching my phone?
So this cop rarely admits that he kills people, meaning I kill black folks in this neighborhood. I get away with it and nobody's going to say anything. That's why he's laughing about it. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, these people, I'm telling you, it's hard for me to make these videos sometime and contain myself. I have to contain myself a lot not to say certain things that would get me into trouble. Another article I want to put up and for you guys to see, knowing this is what they're doing with the mask. This guy here I put up on the screen. They says an innocent black man was arrested for Conrad Zederak, this guy on the right-hand side, crimes, and was identified falsely in a lineup by 6 or 7 eyewitnesses, including his mother, after watching the surveillance footage of the crime. He was jailed until after some months when the actual bank robber's girlfriend called the police after finding the mask and a huge sums of money. It said there are other instances of crimes committed using hyper-realistic masks which falsely position innocent black people at crime scenes where they have never been. They are doing this. So they go into Chicago wearing these kind of masks, committing crimes, and saying the black man doing it. They're shooting up Chicago, killing people on the weekend, on their days off, killing black people on these holiday weekends when they're off, and you want to blame it all on Pookie and Ray Ray. He's shooting up the block. I'm not saying he's not doing it. Trust me, I'm not saying he's not doing it. Yes, he is. But come on, that much killing over a weekend? It ain't that much beef in the world. That much killing over the Labor Day and all different holiday weekends? No, they ain't beefing that much. Because why they not beefing like this Monday through Friday? If they were killing that much, they'd be killing like that Monday through Friday. Why only the weekends? Y'all have to understand something. They are not going to dig deep into the Chicago Police Department. They're not going to push for the National Guard to come in. Because see, if the National Guard comes in, then that's going to stop. Because the National Guard going to say, hey, what is going on here? They're going to have to quit doing what they're doing. I promise you, the National Guard come in, magically all the shooting going to stop. That will let you know right then and there. The cops and their white supremacist buddies that's doing most of it. Because then the police chief like, oh, well, we need the community's help. How they going to help you solve anything? Your police officer's doing it, brother. Why don't you think about that a little bit? That Rahm Emanuel, y'all need to get him out of there. He is a snake. You can't see that in him. Why y'all keep voting that man in as mayor? And the South Side of Chicago is being terrorized. And this is what they doing. They killing black folks for fun because that's just what they like to do. They're going to move to try to gentrify the South Side of Chicago because they're going to say it's crime ridden and the prices are low. Trust me, the Chicago Police Department want that area like that, and that's why that happens. That police department has been corrupt from the beginning. And black people in Chicago, raise your voice, speak out, post your videos, expose these cops, show what they're doing inside your city. You have to do it. Nobody else can do it for you. If you want to pass on videos to me and let me see them, hey, I'll report on them if I can. But everyone needs to get on code about Chicago right now. It's not a time to attack the black people in Chicago. We got these white supremacists wearing realistic masks to go do crime. Why would you buy that mask for? Why? There's no reason for you to buy it. You're not going to no movie shoot. So what are you doing it for? No, they're doing it to commit crimes. And trust me, this first guy I reported on that got caught is not the only time. They're going to the black community in Chicago, shooting and hunting black people, wearing those masks. That's exactly what they're doing. That's why they're not being caught. That's why the cameras mysteriously not working and catching the license plates or whatever. These cars is going in just shooting innocent black people. This is why you see this happening in Chicago. I'm going to keep saying it because it is the God's honest truth. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this particular story out of Chicago. Always question everything. Think critically. We know our communities. We even know the worst and the best of it. And we know good and well, as I stated before, the block is never this hot. And only on the weekend, think about it. Only on the weekend? Only on holidays this happen? No, that's the white supremacists and the cops doing that.